All right. So welcome everybody. My name is Tamara Luetta and I am the Workforce Development Coordinator with the City of Houston Office of Business Opportunity. I would like to welcome you to our 4th session of the Workforce Webinar Series. And today's topic is going to be on trades and certification programs. So just a couple of housekeeping items. The session is being recorded. So if you would like to keep your camera off, that's fine. Just please remain on mute. And as we go through the presentations, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. And after the presenter is done, we'll be fielding those questions for them to answer. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have 2 really great presenters today. We have Yasmine Guerra from Work Texas and Fernando Perez from SER Jobs. And so let's go ahead and get started with Yasmine. So without further ado, let me introduce her. She works in a dual role as the Director of Workforce Development for Work Texas and Industry Partnership Coordinator for Harris County Juvenile Probation. With more than 15 years of experience working in the nonprofit sector, Yasmine has provided to be a strong and enthusiastic leader with a passion for supporting underserved populations and assisting employers in identifying new talent. Throughout her career, Yasmine has supported over 1,000 out-of-school young adults to access various services related to training and employment, initially by providing direct services and later by managing several state and federal youth-serving programs. In her role, Yasmine employs her keen understanding of workforce development and is committed to connecting the best employees to the right employers. Please welcome Yasmine.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to discuss a very important and very relevant topic, workforce development. As Tamara mentioned, I am the Director of Workforce Development, but I'm serving a dual role with Harris County JPD. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Today, I am very excited to share information about Work Texas. Some of you may have heard of Work Texas. Some of you have not. We are a very new organization that started a little bit less than a year ago. Actually, we're going to be a year old at the end of this month. Let's get started with our presentation and I'll share more about what Work Texas is and what we do. So the topic, workforce development. What is workforce development? At Work Texas, we believe that workforce development is the ongoing learning and training of both the technical, which are the hard skills, and those practical skills that we may know or refer to as soft skills that support students / the employee. This process ultimately improves the current skill sets to meet the individual goals of the individual goal of the person, as well as those of the employer, resulting in a long-term success. So overall, what that means to us is that we're here to provide the support that the students need to learn the skills that they may not have had the opportunity to learn in a traditional school system, or maybe even at home. We want to provide those as well as the hard skills so that the employers, when they're ready to hire our students can be ready by day one. Slide, please. So Work Texas is founded by Mr. Jim McInville. His quote, his famous quote, and something that we hear him say every day is, work is life's greatest therapy, and work is something that we should be glorifying. And we'll get to some more details about Work Texas and how that came about. Slide, please. So Work Texas is a nonprofit organization co-founded by Mr. Jim McInville. Most of you know this amazing man as Mattress Mac, to address the needs of his community. Mr. Jim McInville realized that within a 10-mile radius of his store, there was a desert for quality education to children of low-income families, as well as educational achievement for the young adults and even some adults, meaning, their high school diplomas, GEDs, the starting point for someone who can be marketable for employment. Also, that because of the college for all mentality, there were a lot of employers that were seeking different types of employees, not so much those that are degree hiring employees. The other thing is to glorify the benefits of employment. And he did so by creating this organization. Under this organization, you'll learn what that consists of. Slide, please. So to address the needs for the quality education for children of low-income families, Mr. Jim McInville created a preschool. Under the umbrella of community preschools, he created a preschool called Virtues, and this is for gifted. This preschool slash daycare provides gifted and talented dual language daycare and preschool for children ages 6 weeks to 4 years old. We are one of the first partnerships between private and public funded education programs. Um, it's available to the high school students with children that are on site, and you'll learn a little bit more about that in the next couple of slides, for our adult trade students, for gallery furniture employees, as well as to the community. We have daycare services available Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that is to support the trade school students as well as the rest of the community. We'll share some more. Slide, please. Premier High School. So to address the need for the education achievement for young adults and adults, Mr. Jim McInville, in partnership with Premier High Schools, on-site created a high school, which is self-directed, and it has a proven academic program that helps students achieve their high school diploma on their own terms, their own timeline. There's a high school for regular age youth, ages 14 to 18, as well as for adults. In the state of Texas, a person can earn their high school diploma up until the age of 26. So this is allowing someone who had never, who did not have the opportunity to gain it for whatever reason. Many of those are because people had to go to work, support their families, attend and obtain their high school diploma. One of the neat things is that in partnership with Houston Community College, their students are attending here on site at Premier High School, are also enrolled in a vocational trade training of their choice, offered on site, and some of which are also offered at HEC. Slide, please. Our trade school, to addrse the needs of employers seeking employees in the occupational vocational arena, we created an adult trade school. This is a vocational training, employer-led, employer-driven training program. We are building a training to employment pipeline with embedded practical and life skills in each of our trainings. In partnership, when you'll learn more about our partnerships, but in partnership with many awesome organizations, we are able to provide wraparound supports to students based on individual need. We recently hired a director of student engagement and alumni to support our students post graduation. So it's during training and then post graduation. This individual is supporting and connecting to those employment opportunities, to the wraparound supports, any challenges that may arise once they start work, but also to upskill them. If they need additional training, this person and this team, as we grow, will be able to support. Our classes are held on site in the evenings, Monday through Thursdays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And if there is a need, we do offer weekend classes. Currently, the training programs that we are offering and recruiting for is electrical, plumbing, construction, child development associate, auto service technician, welding, and HVAC. There's more trainings that we're adding very soon, but our next cohort that starts October, these are the ones that we're focusing on. Slide, please. Work Texas is also a Department of Labor registered apprenticeship sponsor. We have been approved to offer additional trainings that will guarantee employment and an entryway into an apprenticeship model with employer partners. And listed on the screen are the occupations that we have been approved for: electrical, construction, craft labor, carpenter, material coordinator, which was news. I didn't comprehend that concept, but it's actually like warehouse associate logistics. We have welding, service mechanic, cement mason, pipe fitter, maintenance repair, child development associate, customer service, and technical sales. Slide, please. So employer partners, my key role is to engage with employer partners, educate them on the benefits that exist for partnering with Work Texas, such as the state incentives available to them. I mentioned some on screen, which are the 75% wage reimbursement per apprentice that this employer hires. There's a 50% wage reimbursement per new hire for on-the-job training. That's a different program. These employers have to go through an eligibility process themselves, but most employers are approved and eligible for these type of supports. Work Texas supports employer partners to connect them to paid internships. That doesn't cost the employer a dime. It's more so they get the opportunity to train someone from the get-go. They get to see their work ethics, identify any maybe possible challenges, and Work Texas is there to support in correcting those. We also customize our recruiting efforts to support fill open positions. And then we have access, employers have access to Mr. Jim McInville's social media reach. That right there is extremely important, not only for employers, but just for the entire community, our community partners, our potential students, individuals that want to learn more. A lot of our traffic really does come from Mr. Jim McInville. Slide, please. These are some of our amazing partners. As I mentioned earlier, we a lot of our wraparound supports come specifically and directly from community partners. These are organizations that have identified their niche, right? This is what they're known to do, and they do a very good job at it. We partner with the Houston Food Bank to address food security, with Houston Threads to support with clothing. We partner with Lone Star Legal Aid to provide legal advice for individuals. Community Health Choice and Legacy are agencies that provide physical and behavioral health services. We partner with Workforce Solutions, who provide support services, not for our students, but also those incentives that I spoke about for employers. Those are all Workforce Solutions driven. Excuse me, slide. So where is all of this work taking place? It is actually taking place at Gallery Furniture. It is at the North Freeway location. Mr. Jim McInville has renovated space in his showroom. He created the high school. There's a shop space. There's a covered pavilion where there's additional shop space for our welding class and for our residential construction class where they build tiny homes. On the opposite side of the store, there is the preschool. I did want to note that we are taking this model as we talk to more employers and more government entities People are asking, like, can we take this model elsewhere? The fact that we're including the wraparound supports is vital. If a person can walk into school and access all of the services that may ultimately have prevented them from completing this program and they're on site, what better way to support this person than by eliminating some of those challenges? Well, we are taking this model and we're going to be in the Southwest location pretty soon. This is in partnership with Harris County. The location is off of Chimney Rock, and we'll have more details on that very soon. So keep posted. Slide, please. So by the numbers, Work Texas has been open for almost 1 year. We have trained 150 individuals. Our current employment placement rate is 72%, and the average hourly wage for our students, our alumni, is $18 per hour. Slide, please. For more information about Work Texas, if you're interested in learning more about our trade school or it's for daycare, preschool services, for Premier High School, I have a QR code on here, as well as our email address that can help you with applying and getting into school or getting more information. Slide, please.
I think that's the end of it, Yasmine.
That is the end of it. You're absolutely right. I had some people walk by. Sorry about that. But that's our contact information. We look forward to hearing from you. If you're interested, if you have any questions, that's our information there.
Well, thanks so much for sharing all of that great information. I did have one question. So there's a lot of different programs going on. How long would a program take for someone to come in? I know it would depend high school or adult, but what's about an average?
Right. So for the high school portion of it, the individual meets with the high school representatives and they're assessed by the number of credits on their transcript. From there, they develop a plan in which they will work off of unit workbooks. They'll be working, it's self-paced. So it's however much time, however much effort is placed into completing that training. The high school component of it. For the trade school, the average number of weeks in training is 13 weeks. As we're moving forward and learning from our previous training sessions, we learned just recently that we wanted to embed some sort of what we call a boot camp. We want to expose our potential students to the actual careers earlier on so they can make an informed decision on whether or not they want to proceed with sitting in the actual training that's about 13 weeks. So we did incorporate the boot camp, and those we have our community partners also embedded in those.
Awesome, thanks for that. There was one more question that came through. It said, what are the ages to take advantage of the trainings?
For the high school, it's 14 to 26. For the adult trade school, 18 and up.
Okay, thank you for that. Are there any more questions? If you happen to have them, please feel free to put them in the chat. If not, if you'd like to sit on the information, we'll definitely be sending contact information after the presentation in case there are any questions that come through afterwards.
Thank you, Tamara, and thank you everyone for having me.
Thank you so much. Okay. So let's move on to our next presentation. So we have Fernando here from Sir Jobs, And Fernando has been part of the Sir Jobs family for the past 3 years as the Community Outreach Coordinator. In that time, he has offered his services to clients ready and willing to take the next step in their career. Fernando works to keep the open line of communication between clients and community partners in the Houston, Galveston, and Fort Bend areas. With over 20 years of experience in outreach, he has also worked for other nonprofit organizations such as the Children's Museum and the TBH Cultural Arts Center. Please welcome Fernando.
Thank you, Tamara, and thank you everyone for having me here today. It's such an exciting opportunity for me. This is actually what I love most about my job, to reach out to individuals who are wanting and ready to receive, information about Sarah Jobs and other great organizations. So thank you so much for being here. We truly appreciate it. I am having I was having issues today with my camera, so I apologize that all you'll be staring at today is my still picture. But I'm here, to give the information to you through audio, nevertheless. So I will again share this information with you. And I do have some flyers I do want to share with you guys. But before I share the flyers, I just want to give you a brief overview of Sarah Jobs and what we do. Sarah Jobs is actually a Spanish verb to be. And that's exactly what we impact on the people we serve, that they can be whatever they want to be. Sarah Jobs actually has a great history that dates back all the way to 1964. We started at that time as a partnership between the American GI Forum, the RULAC, the U.S. Department of the Navy, U.S. Department of Labor. So we are a nonprofit community organization, and we educate and equip people in the Texas Gulf Coast region who come from low-income backgrounds and have significant barriers in employment. So the mission of Sarah Jobs is to help individuals from local income communities and transform their lives through education, training, employment, and financial empowerment services. So our vision at Sarah Jobs is to be the premier workforce service provider in the Texas Gulf Coast region and an industry leader among employers in the global economy. So we serve many individuals in our community. We have many trainings available and many opportunities for individuals who are seeking job employment. The one thing I noticed as soon as I started working for Sarah Jobs is that there were individuals who weren't exactly sure what Sarah Jobs offered. And I thought they were just kind of an organization who just helped with job placement, but we're definitely much more than that. So we actually work with employers. So our clients come to us usually just looking for training. And we offer training, and I'll share the information about the training. But we offer training in areas such as core construction, welding, customer service. And so through these trainings, we also help with job placement. So once a client is completed these trainings, we help them with the next step in their career. So that's one of the great things about our services, that it just doesn't stop with the training itself. Client receives their certification and we just send them out the door. We actually have career coaches, great career coaches, who will sit down with our clients once they complete the training and talk about what the next steps are going to be and how we can connect them with employers who are hiring in those fields at the time. We also work with returning citizens, individuals who have criminal backgrounds or just were recently incarcerated. We're really big on working with second chance programs in the Houston area. And so we also work with veterans. Sir Jobs we have specialized coaches, resources to help servicemen and women transition back into the civilian workforce. Another great program we have at Sir Jobs is for youth and young adults. So individuals between the ages of 16 to 24 We offer them support, resources, education, training, and employment assistance through our youth program, youth and young adult program. So those are just a few things that we focus on at Sarah Jobs. And just to kind of give you a little more information as far as our coaches. So our coaches, our career coaches, as I mentioned, work really closely with our clients and try to find the best fit for them and to see how they can further their careers in the workforce and workplace. So in partnership with the client, we conduct assessments and share observations that help our clients become more self-aware. Our career coaches work with clients to make sure current actions are aligned with employment and financial goals. And we love to see, hear the success stories. We're working right now actually on our new website. We have a new design that we're moving forward with. We're very excited about. But one of the things that we're going to share on the website is our success stories. So we'll have videos of our clients who have completed, the training, moved on, great, jobs, and they're just great videos that we're very excited to share. We're actually sharing a few of them on Facebook as well. So we do have an account on Facebook. If you have the time to look us up, please do. So we celebrate successes and encourage the process to help clients reach their potential. So we support, train, educate, and place more than 6,000 job seekers each year who come from low-income backgrounds, and as I mentioned, who have barriers in employment. We are currently, well, of course, because of the pandemic, as far as our outreach and our in-person events that we attend have slowed down quite a bit, but we still look forward to the virtual events we've been attending. I know there's several council members who have second chance events for individuals that we've been a part of in the past. So we're looking forward to once again, begin to attend those events as well. But in the meantime, we are attending as many virtual events as we can. So we also support our clients with job readiness, life skills, communication skills, leadership skills, relationship skills. And I do have some, well, let me just mention this really quickly. In addition to the training that we offer to our clients, we also offer workshops. So we offer workshops in things such as digital literacy, resume and cover letters, career exploration, financial literacy, interviewing skills. So it's a great opportunity for individuals who have never had the opportunity to sit in an interview or have a resume or cover letter prepared. We have a lot of clients that come in, just resumes that are they just kind of put together themselves. And so what our career coaches will help them do is help them just spice it up and really make it presentable to employers that you're seeking the jobs for. And it really is a great way to see or to see them. Sorry, how they are so excited. Once they are able to do this to for themselves, for the in order to spice up their resumes and to actually pull out skills and things they weren't even aware that they were capable of doing or they had, to see the reaction once they see it on paper. Brand new resume they're able to present. It's very exciting to see. So in addition to that, we have mock interviews as well. So we'll have clients that'll come in and actually do these mock interviews and prepare them for the real thing once they're ready to schedule their interviews. So in addition to helping clients in the Houston area, we also have remote areas that we help in Galveston and in Portland. We actually have in person offices in these areas as well. So we're really amping our presence in Galveston right now. So we're just trying to get the population there aware of what our services that we offer with job readiness. Core OSHA is one of the trainings that we do offer in Galveston at this moment, and as well as warehouse forklift. So we're really excited about that. And then we're also have a strong presence in Fort Bend. So we're continuing to work with the individuals in that area as well, and hopefully be able to offer more trainings as the time, as we move forward. So at this time, if you don't mind sharing first slide, thank you so much. So these are just a few of the trainings that we have coming up in September. And so these trainings, if I forget to mention, these trainings are free. There's no cost for these trainings. The trainings usually go, just depending on the trainings themselves, they usually go for about 4 to 6 weeks. And however, you have a training like welding, which will take, of course, more time. But that's usually kind of the average time it takes for each training. So these trainings are starting, as you can see, the welding is going to start September the 13th, and the electrician training is going to start September the 13th. The great things about these two trainings is that these two trainings are pretty unique. Usually, we really focus on our trainings that are more for individuals looking for construction, the field of construction, warehouse forklift. You'll see these trainings on a month-to-month basis, as well as customer service. But from time to time, we will have trainings that are a little rarer, such as welding and electrician training. So if you know anybody that is interested in receiving training in these areas, please have them reach out. Our phone number is on the bottom of each flyer, and as well as the barcode, the QR code. So every one of our flyers you see have the QR codes, so that all the client has to do is scan these codes. They'll take them directly to our website, and where the application is located, and they're able to complete the application there. It won't take them much time at all. If they don't want to scan the barcode, they're more than welcome to give us a call or visit us at our website at sarahjobs.org. Thank you so much. And so these are a couple of the trainings that I was mentioning that we have more often, but they're pretty popular. So we have the information communications training, and then we have the warehouse forklift training. So there are the majority of our trainings do not require a background check. However, we do have some trainings that actually do. So I'm not sure if I have the banking training on this slide, but we have the banking training, the information communication technician training. Those trainings do require a background check. However, with our warehouse forklift training, our core construction training, those trainings do not require a background check. So if you're still a little unsure which trainings do or don't, please feel free to share that information. That our phone numbers on the flyer, our website. You can always give us a call, reach out to us, and we'll make sure that you're clear on all the information that we provide to you today. So there's a banking training I was just mentioning. And then we have a call center technician training. So all these flyers you'll see, there's different requirements. There's different as far as the time frame for each of these trainings are different. So if you have any, like I said, need any further information, please feel free to reach out to us. We are open at the moment from on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. However, starting December 2nd, we will be open 5 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, but for the meantime, we are taking in-person walk-ins on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We still work remotely on Tuesday and Thursdays. So if you still need to reach out for us, to us on those days, please feel free. The other thing I wanted to mention was we also work closely with Target Hunger. We have a food distribution event every month. So if you know of anyone that's interested in receiving food from this event, please let us know. I will definitely send you all the information, the dates and the times that they're able to come by. And it's, basically them just driving up and loading a box in the back of their vehicle and driving off. So it's a pretty simple process. And but we'd love to get you or anyone that that may be interested in that signed up. So just let us know. You could call the number on the bottom of these flyers, and they'll give you information specifically for that event, the Target Hunger. And then the last thing I wanted to mention is we do have a great coffee shop that I'm sure that some of you are familiar with, called La Chamba. And La Chamba is a great organization in itself, actually. And it's actually operated by students who are just looking to make a transition in career. And it's a great coffee shop. It serves not only coffee, but just started serving different types of foods and teas. And so if you're ever in the neighborhood, please feel free to stop by. I will recommend it over Starbucks any day of the week. And I'm sure that those of you who have been there will agree with me. So we are located at 1710 Telephone Road. It's Houston, Texas. And so we are located primarily in the East End area. So we really take pride in the fact that we work in a community in an area that is so rich in culture, and but also that our clients don't just come from that our surrounding or direct or surrounding areas. As I mentioned, they come from Fort Bend, from Galveston, and we have clients coming all the way from Katy and Woodland. So we're just really trying to branch out and reach out and let everyone know that opportunities are available to them. And if you have any questions whatsoever, my contact information, please feel free to email me directly, and I'll be more than happy to help you out any questions you may have. So I want to thank you all for having me here today. Just really appreciate it. I hope I didn't leave anything out. But thank you so much for allowing me this time to share with you.
Thanks so much, Fernando. Are there any questions? If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat. But if not, if you have questions later, like we said, this is Fernando's information, and I will be sending out both of our presenters' information after the webinar. All right, I don't see any questions coming in, Fernando, but thank you so much for that presentation. And again, like I said, I will be sending out everyone's information in an email after the webinar is done. But I wanted to thank you again for coming on. This was the 4th installment of a 4-part series, the first for the City of Houston OBO office. And so I thank you guys so much for coming on. And thank you so much to our presenters today, to Fernando and Yasmine, for sharing such valuable information about trades and training programs that are available here in the Houston area. So if you would like to keep up with the Office of Business Opportunity, you can find us on any of these social media channels. This session is being recorded, so please look out. It will be loaded onto our YouTube channel, so you can go back and reference later. But other than that, I will go ahead and wrap it up. And like I said, I'll be sending out information after the presentation or after the webinars are over today. But thank you again so much to our presenters and for all of you for being on today. And thank you. So we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.